And there it is. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
We are now live here in Tourismo TV. Um, Together with us is our distinguished guests and speakers and panelists that will speak about the tourism industry under GCQ. Namely, they are as follows: Miss Flo Rivera of NAITAS, the Secretary General, and Mr. Caloy Libosada Jr., consultant or tourism consultant, and Mr. Mario Gatmaitan of UHP or United Hoteliers of the Philippines, and Rajah Travels or Director for Hotels of Rajah Travels. Our topic for today is Philippine Tourism under GCQ, wherein we will talk about how the travel sectors will respond to the protocol under GCQ that is provided by the government. Also, we will also tackle concerns of our travelers. These are families, no? These are corporate and also a group of people or friends that would want to travel when the GCQ is lifted or during and after the GCQ is lifted or when the industry is opened up by the government. So, what are their strategies on reaching the market under new normal, and what are their priorities once domestic travel is allowed here in the Philippines? I will give time to our panelists to talk about their organization, but let me for today let me introduce them, and I'll give them about 1 to 3 minutes or 1 to 2 minutes to um, introduce themselves to our audiences. Let's begin with Miss Florence Rivera, founder and CEO of Travelbug, PH, Secretary General of NAITAS. Miss Flo?
Good afternoon, Michael. Good afternoon to all our guests and viewers today. So, my name is Florence Rivera. I'm the CEO and founder of Travelbug Philippines or Travelbug PH and the Secretary General of the National Association of Independent Travel Agencies Philippines, or what we know as NAITAS. Okay, so, I actually
Uh,
have a presentation about NAITAS. Can we flash the presentation, please? So,
yes,
I can send
actually, we'll get back to your presentation, ma'am. But your audio is we can't hear your
can hear
audio.
me. Is this better?
Yeah, this is actually better, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. We'll get back to your presentation, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
Sige, let's start with Miss Flo with her presentation about their organization. Please, Miss Flo.
All right. So I belong to an organization called NAITAS, or the National Association of Independent Travel Agencies. Our membership, can we move to the next slide, please? So we are composed of what we call the regular members. So the regular members are usually travel agencies and tour operators around the Philippines. Okay, so we have a national body composed of the board of trustees and the executive officers, to which I belong. Okay, so this is the national government of NAIDAS. But we also have autonomous chapters with their own chapter presidents and officers around the country. So this ensures that NAITAS is involved in both the local cities and regions as well as in the national level, making or solidifying our commitment to being a national association. So we have around 300 members, regular members nationwide currently. We also have allied members. So yung mga allied members, ito po yung mga hotels, airlines, international tour operators who would like to be part of NAITAS. So pwede naman po as allied members, wala lang voting powers, no, yung allied members. That's the only difference. And we also have currently around 17 chapters. In NCR alone, we have NCR East, which is Pasig, Mandaluyong, Marikina, and San Juan. NCR North, which is Quezon City, Valenzuela, Caloocan, including Calabarzon. And we have NCR South, which is Pasay, Parañaque, Alabang area. and NCR Central, which is Makati, Taguig, and Manila. And then we have Laguna, Cavite, Pamlac, Batangas, Lipi, which is Ilocos, La Union. We have Baguio, Olongapo, and Cebu, Bacolod, Davao, and General Santos. And there are also a lot of other chapters being formed na naputo lang dahil sa COVID. No? So we are really around the Philippines. And what we do is we coordinate with the Department of Tourism and the Tourism Promotions Board in promoting the Philippine destinations and promoting travel and tourism in general. So we exist to unite all the independent travel and tour players, mostly micro and small businesses around the country. So we contribute to the tourism industry and nation building by coordinating with all the tourism stakeholders, including the government. We provide a venue to discuss and collaborate as business owners among the tourism players. We offer support and guidance to our members through a lot of projects and activities, and we unite all travel and tour stakeholders to represent the sector, no, to have a voice in the industry. Our main projects and activities, we have several because we have the national projects and we have the chapter projects as well. So, yung calendar of activities po ng NAITAS, laging punong-puno, and ang problema namin usually is how to make sure na hindi nag-conflict yung mga schedule. No? So, we have the annual travel sale, which we call the NAITAS Travel and Trade Show. This is a big travel show. We usually do this in SMX. We have the general membership and business meetings, or GMBMs. We do one every quarter. Usually, isa sa Luzon, isa sa Visayas, isa sa Mindanao. And this year, we were supposed to do our first GMBM in Hong Kong. But then, nangyari po yung Hong Kong problem. But we will do our Sri Lanka GMBM next year, hopefully, kasi hindi na rin matutuloy this year. We also have continuous education through training, seminars, and learning sessions headed by our education committee. We have familiarization tours for our members, local and international. In fact, ang dami pong naka-line up this year. Almost every month sana may international farm tour. Pero hindi na rin natuloy. And can we move to the next slide, please? So our commitment po no, sa NAITAS to our members is, of course, friendship, fun, and more fun, because this is a venue for people to meet and gather, socialize, and network. So ang camaraderie hindi po nawawala. But also, our commitment is for meaningful business connections and projects. Meron pong, every GMBM, meron kaming tinatawag na Tramex, where suppliers and other or mga ibang companies can showcase their products no, to our members. So this is a good place to meet different people in the industry. And of course, our support for micro and small tourism players, kasi yun po yung nire-represent ni NAITAS, which is, I would say, 80% of the, especially in the travel and tour sectors. Usually maliliit talaga ang mga companies sa sector na to. So, ito po yung difference ni NAITAS sa ibang asosasyon. So just to give you an idea of some of the activities we had this year, we had a partnership with TESDA. So, ang TESDA po tayo ang recognized industry body for travel and tourism. NAITAS po ang nagre-represent ng sector na yan, together with there are other organizations also. Pero NAITAS po ang sa travel and tours. And meron din po kaming partnership with the US Embassy. We were supposed to go to Portland actually this April for a travel fair there, pero hindi rin natuloy. Yung chapters, marami rin po sila activities, kanya-kanyang meet with their mayors and governors and regional DOT offices. We have, this is the next picture po. Sige, next slide po tayo. Ito po yung Christmas party namin last year, no? Yung Arabian Nights. So, laging may theme yung aming GMBM. Masaya po. Mag-attend kayo next time. Yan. Tapos, yung first general membership meeting namin, dapat sa Hong Kong to, hindi natuloy. Sa Boy Hotel. So, yan po with RD Woodrow Makiling. Siya po yung aming guest speaker noon. And we have continuous learning and education. Take it seriously, no? Kasi ang mga members natin are hungry for learning and education. So ngayon po na may COVID, we do most of our learning sessions on Zoom and online. So just a few weeks ago, we had the taxation and registration compliance seminar kasi marami pong hindi nakakuha ng SBWS and ayuda sa DOLE, no, camp because of some issues with their BIR. So, nagpa-seminar po tayo. Meron po tayong member, isang chapter president who's from BIR and gave her time to give tips on how to make sure na next time may ayuda is travel agency and tour operators. And then just 2 days ago, we had the first GMBM online, which was guested by Yusek Bengzon and the ambassador of Sri Lanka. So yung theme po namin was the new normal for travel agencies, where we talked about the different trends and challenges for the new normal. So yan po. So that's NAITAS. If you're interested to join us, just message anytime. Meron po kaming Facebook page.
All right, thank you very much, Miss Flo. But to about NITAS, ma'am, is it or a regular travel agency or tour operators can be a member of the organization even without securing an accreditation with government agencies, or kailangan accredited kami?
Kailangan legitimate ka. So we will ask for permits and we ask for an office. So kahit online, kahit OTA ka, kailangan may office ka pa rin. Kasi 'di ba? If for administrative reasons, you still have and that's our call. Okay lang sa amin ng OTA as long as may office where people
I
can
see.
go and we check kasi we inspect. So ganon. As long as legitimate ka, kahit wala ka pang DOT accreditation, we will help you get that accreditation eventually. So that's
I
not
see.
a problem.
So you really check your membership, no? If a certain company or a new company would want to join NITAS and be part of this nationwide organization, we should be registered under DOT or under CP, or ano lang po pwede na.
Kailangan may business permit. Kailangan
Okay.
legitimate business ka eh. So, kailangan may business permit ka. So, we will ask for your business permit, your BIR COR, Certificate of Registration, to make sure po na nagbabayad tayo ng tax. Kasi yan ang
Okay.
isang legitimate tayo. And yun, usually yun lang naman ang requirements. Your business permit and then your address because we will check the office. No? Wala naman po kaming requirement kung gaano kalaki ang office as long as may office po tayo at hindi sa bahay. Kung sa bahay man, kailangan may separate office beside the house. Pwede yon. Pero yung bahay lang talaga sa sala mo lang, hindi pwede. Kasi kailangan legitimate business ka.
I see. But DOT permit, ma'am, kailangan? Or not necessarily?
DOT accreditation, not necessarily. Pero we push our members na to get DOT accreditation. We work with DOT, no? In fact,
Yes.
nagsiseminar kami mismo sa DOT for our members to get an accreditation. Kasi madali lang naman eh. If you're legitimate, you can easily get an accreditation from DOT, especially with the endorsement of NAITAS.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Flo. And now we'll get back to our topic next on our second round. But let's proceed with Mr. Mario Gatmaitan for his time to represent their organization.
Yes, good afternoon to everyone who is online watching right now. To all hospitality practitioners, academics, events people, and to my UHP colleague. Likewise, greetings to my boss from Rajah, Ling Clemente, and my colleagues there. My name is Mario Gatmaitan. My exposure in hospitality industry revolves around day-to-day operations, wherein I'm inclined to revenue management and segmentation most of the time. That which includes sales, budget and forecast, trainings and seminars as well. We do, especially to young people, no, students. Right now, my main focus really is I manage to help Rajah to conceptualize strategic strategies for properties under what we call TSM, that is the Tourism Site Management under Rajah. As you all know, Rajah is a big one of the big, or if not the biggest travel corporation in the Philippines. Wherein I think it employed right now at least or more than or less or more than 400 people or 300 people. And there are several big
Wow.
departments there, no? Which includes our department, wherein we manage properties. Right now, we have several resorts that was being managed by our department. Really, we are focusing right now on those micro, small, medium resort establishment. Why?
Enterprise.
Because we know that this establishment really uh, can hardly compete with chains international hotels. That is why I've been in the industry for a decades, or that is why I'm inclined to share my knowledge to this establishment. That is really our focus. I may say that our contribution really to this industry with Rajah is to help out build the standards of operations of this micro, small, medium establishment by with a very down to earth rates or fees. Right now, I am also one of the board of directors of UHP, which we all know more than at least 5,000 to 6,000 strong membership. We have members in UAE, Dubai, in Taiwan, in Hong Kong, and likewise in somewhere in the US. We have members as well. The focus of
I see.
UHP really is to help, because this is a combination of practitioner, academics, events, and those entertainers, no, which are right now don't have any income at all because of this crisis. So what we are doing right now is we have this process and plans to incorporate everything and uh, let uh, let us see things that we could help them in any way we can. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mario Gatmaitan. I have you question about UHP, sir. Um, ang UHP ba is only accept people working under the hotel industry, or meron pa kayong tinatanggap na ibang coming from other sector?
The focus really is to help these practitioners, no? Aside from hoteliers, aside from academics, students, I think for now we really focus on those segments.
Okay, focus on those segments. But the membership are what? These are hotel owners, managers, or various uh,
Yeah,
level.
we have academics that includes students and faculties, no, deans, professor. We have as well in practice in hospitality plus practitioner. We have also managers, rank and files, supervisors, anything but under the scope of hospitality and academics.
All right,
Anyone, yeah.
sir. Okay, thank you very much. We'll get back to our topic later with you, and we'll ask you a question about about the Philippine tourism under GCQ. But before that, let's go or let's move to our next speaker, our next panelist, Mr. Caloy Libosada Jr. Sir, please
Thank you.
introduce.
Good afternoon. I'm Caloy Libosada Jr. Well, my friends know me as a tourism and environment advocate, but I've been involved in a lot of sectors. Like I work with the Department of Tourism as a research officer. I taught at the University of the Philippines Station of Tourism for 15 years. But for more than 2 decades now, I've been doing tourism consultancy, assisting NGOs, local government units, and some national government agencies deal with the tourism sector as part of their concern. And I also write books like I did the very first book on ecotourism in the Philippines, 36 days around the Philippines, and some other great books like bird watching in the Philippines. So those things.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Caloy Libosada. So you're still active in academe, sir? Or
Now, no. I'm more active in
consult-
tourism consultancy and the website that I just launched, PinoyTourist.com.
PinoyTourist.com.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. Maybe on the third round of this of our discussion. But so just to actually summarize everything that you said. Well, our panelists are composed of people coming from hotel or professional, uh, also coming from the travel agencies, and someone from the academe or on consultancy business.
Yeah.
Right. So this is going to be a very interesting discussion. Um, let's talk about the Philippine travel industry or the Philippine travel and tourism industry under GCQ. Alam naman po natin ngayon that the government is gearing towards opening, not really actually fully open, but gearing towards opening the tourism industry like other countries. I've heard that Greece is going to open their tourism on June 15. Uh, uh, Japan is now opening or niluluwagan na nila yung kanilang ECQ or MECQ, no? And other countries are actually following. Some part of on the western side of the globe, they're trying to open it actually slowly also. So sa atin sa Pilipinas, siguro pag-usapan po natin kung dapat na ba tayong magbukas. At kung magbubukas tayo, is it economical for businesses? Also, pagdating sa travelers natin, is it safe for them to travel? Kung safe na, what are the protocol? Kung mag-open na, so what are the protocol na kailangang sundin ng mga nasa tourism establishment and businesses? And also, protocol na kailangang sundin at gawin ng ating mga travelers, no? Local man yan or foreign tourists. So, siguro let's start this discussion with Ms. Flo Rivera, knowing fully well that nasabi niya kanina na meron silang naging discussion with the DOT kahapon, and they talk about this GCQ or rules and regulation under this under GCQ. So what will happen, what's not, no? What's green or what's go? Sige, Ms. Flo Rivera, please enlighten us and share your insight and the information that you got yesterday.
Okay. So, we were talking about the new normal, no? We know that when we go to GCQ, right now, nasa MECQ tayo, sa NCR. And after this,
Yes.
hopefully, by June 1, we will go to GCQ, which is a general community quarantine, di ba? And we know, sa IATF guidelines, ang tourism and travel hindi pa rin allowed to operate even on GCQ. So,
So not allowed.
Not allowed. But yesterday, during the Senate hearing, or 2 days ago, si Secretary Berna Puyat mentioned the MGCQ. So, mukhang magkakaroon tayo ng modified general community quarantine, like what we have now. Right now, meron tayong modified ECQ, diba? So, after this, GCQ, and then after that, modified GCQ. So, sa modified GCQ, sinasabi niya na certain areas might be allowed to open. So, especially yung mga islands na wala naman silang cases, pwede sigurong magkaroon ng tinatawag niyang parang mga tour bubbles, no, or local bubbles. Pero pag-iisipan pa, titingnan pa nila kung ano yung marirecommend, pero yun yung sinasabi niya na baka sa MGCQ pwede nang i-allow yung certain areas to open. But I think it's going to be very fluid and unpredictable in the next few months. Kasi we have to remember that this is connected to the health issue. So as long as the risk is high, 'di ba? Hindi tayo pwedeng magbukas kasi safety should be our main concern. So, for example, in Boracay, kung 0 cases sila doon, bigla mo yung inopen for people to go there from other areas and walang proper protocols, safety protocols, may isa lang dyan na makahawa, pwedeng mag-outbreak din yung buong island. So, we have to be
That's
very,
true.
very careful, diba? We have to be very, very careful on how to proceed. So, mukhang sa discussions namin with DOT and other tourism stakeholders, no, yung general consensus is if we're going to open, it's going to be a gradual and slow process. I've been listening to some of the local webinars din, yung sa CAR, sa ginagawa nila sa Baguio, sa Subic. Sa Subic, zero sila zero COVID sila. And we know SBMA is very particular about safety, no, and cleanliness and all that. But since sarado ang ibang area, sarado ang NCR, wala rin silang turista. But I'm thinking, based on sa sinabi ni Secretary Puyat na baka sa MGCQ, payagan na yung certain areas to operate with nearby cities lang daw. So iniisip ko, for example, yung Boracay is very near Iloilo, no? And Panay and Bacolod.
Yes.
Siguro within that area muna, pwedeng kumuha ng local tourists, no? So yung tourists from Iloilo City or Bacolod City who would like to go to Boracay, they can do so by land. Pwede sigurong payagan. So mga ganon, parang tourist bubble. Certain countries are also doing this. I believe yung New Zealand and Australia are talking about their own bubble, no? Tourist bubble nila.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right? Kasi alam nila na
Pero
safe.
ma'am, yes. Yeah, but you were mentioning about, sabi nyo, hindi pa allowed under GCQ. Pero ma'am, ba't marami nang nagbebenta ng mga tour packages? Ano, you can just validate this online, through Facebook. Marami nang nagbebenta ng mga tour packages going to Ilocos, going to Batanes, going to Bicol, going to Caramuan. Ngayon pa lang, nag-o-offer na sila for sabihin na natin for last quarter of this year and even actually first quarter of next year. Is it allowed or hindi pa talaga pwede tayong magbenta? Kasi it will be under the assumption, parang assumption lang palagi that okay, by this time po pwede na tayo magbenta. Please clarify, ma'am.
Yes. Hindi pa talaga pwede, Mike, kasi under the IATF guidelines nga, we are not allowed to operate So hindi ka dapat nagbebenta. Diba? Kasi hindi nga tayo allowed to operate. Even on GCQ, hindi tayo allowed to operate. And sabi ko nga kanina, it's going to be very unpredictable kung kailan talaga tayo pwedeng i-allow, no? Especially sa NCR because we have the highest risk of all the areas. So kung taga NCR ka, tapos pupunta ka somewhere else, I don't think, let's say kung ako, LGU ako ng Baguio, papayag ba ako na may taga NCR na papasok without any safety protocols? Pwede mong mahawaan yung mga taga Baguio and then suddenly they will have an outbreak na rin doon. Diba?
Yeah.
So,
ma'am, we understand, no?
Nagbebenta dapat kasi hindi pa tayo allowed to operate and wala pang go signal from DOT kung kailan tayo ulit pwedeng mag-operate. So, careful lang din sa mga online na ganyan kasi ang daming hindi legitimate dyan kasi I think ang mga legitimate tour operators and travel agencies, hindi yan magbebenta.
They know this.
Oo.
Pero ma'am, we have to weigh in, kasi alam natin that merong economic repercussion ito, to the small travel agencies that, wala na talaga silang pagkukunan ng pondo. Pero kung kausap naman nila yung tour operator, also we have to also consider, which is very important, yung safety also ng passengers natin, ng mga travelers. No, yung mga passengers nga kasi yung pinag-usapan po natin kahapon, yung iba dyan kating-kati na umalis ng kanilang bahay, no? They want to go out of Metro Manila or their city, they want to go to the beach, they want to go somewhere else. But Como hindi pa nga talaga allowed, I think this is a public announcement also na sa ating mga fellow travelers, hindi pa po tayo ina-allow ng ating gobyerno na mag-travel or even actually mag-book ng isang hotel or bumili ng isang tour package. This is just for the information of everyone. Although siguro dadaanan po natin yan mamaya, Miss Flo. We'll get back to you on more details. I wrote a lot of questions for you. Mamaya ko po ibabato yan sa inyo. Okay? Sige, let's go to our next speaker, Mr. Mario Gatmaitan. Sir, pagdating naman po dito sa ating GCQ, under GCQ, no? Nasabi nyo kanina na meron na kayo po ay nag-ooperate under Rajah Tour or Rajah Agency, Rajah Travel Corporation. Nag-ooperate po kayo ng maliliit na hotel. At ito po yung tulong na ginagawa ninyo dito sa ating industriya o sa sector ng tourism. Sige, paano nyo po haharapin itong GCQ hanggang siguro mag-open tayo ng ating, yung sinasabi po ni Miss Flo na MGCQ?
Yeah. With the assumption of the normal business to return, no? Kasi sa Rajah, meron kaming constant seminars or trainings or pag-uusap when it comes to that. Ang assumption really is the business will return from 6 months to 1 year because of several factors. Why? Number one, airline will start flying domestic. Then assumption another 2 months or 3 months to fly regional, and another 6 months or more to fly international. Another factor is borders will not open, and the Philippines needs visa to get most of the foreign countries saying that with the international foreign tourism. During this time, even the MGCQ open, security will be tight, and the capacity of an aircraft will be reduced to about half. More or so, pag nag-open na rin, ang mga hotels, ayon dun sa guidelines, 50% maximum occupancy. For example, if you have 100 rooms, ang allowed lang na ma-occupy dyan ay 50 rooms lang during the MGCQ period. Likewise, nakikita rin namin na corporate clients do not want to expose their employees to travel. When we say corporate clients, ito yung mga big groups wherein hotels really bulk in with the revenues. No? Wala tayo niyan sa ngayon. And then, of course, hotel and resorts must comply first to government mandate or protocols for accreditation. You know, if one establishment will be completed their compliances, might as well matutulungan sila ng government when it comes to marketing. Why? Kasi magiging accredited sila ng DOH, ng DOLE, no? Something like that. And also, no, only 50% of the operation, yan nga nasabi ko, are allowed during the MGCQ. But
right.
along with that, no, we need to, however, we need to move forward. The only option we have right now is to be optimistic and to be positive about the future of the hospitality and tourism industry. Yes, there will be business survival with the domestic market. Will be a normal trend for the meantime. According to statistics, i-focus ko lang dito sa Boracay. Last year, 2019, same months, March to May, they carried about 1.1 million tourist arrivals. No? And 50% of those, 1.1 million from May to March to May, March, April, May, no? I think nag-umpisa yun ng March 17 to May 13 din. Yung yung ano na yan, yung record na yun. So 50% of those are domestic. That was 2019 wherein talagang kalakasan ng turismo. But now really it's a
Zero.
It's a really a very tight competition pag kinuha natin yung market na to. Alongside with those I had mentioned earlier na mga factors. But as I have said, we need to move forward. Tama naman yung naaliw naman ako dun sa sinabi ni Ms. Flo na there will be a tourist bubble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, small hotels and specifically resorts. No? Alam mo, hindi mo na kailangan dumayo. Marami tayong resorts na tinatawag nilang ecotourism. Pero malalaki talaga yung kanyang area. Pero I think this concept, this property concept will be the main, somehow could turn this property to some kind of wellness, health and wellness establishment. Malalaki yung area nila wherein pwedeng mag-campsite dyan. Parang healing process na rin after the COVID crisis.
After the
parang
COVID
parang respite area na ng mga tao.
So sir, ito yung tinitingnan yung magbo-boom after the COVID, after the pandemic. So ito yung mga tinatawag nating mga services na nasa services industry na nasa spa, nasa health and wellness, ganun ba?
Tama po. And also yung mga ecotourism. Dito sa may mga malapit sa atin, hindi ka nalilipad pa, no? May mga area dyan na beach na 100 hectares, no? Malalaking area wherein ito tama dun sa tinatawag na social distancing, something like that.
I see. Very good, sir. Sige, sir.
Nakikita ko rin,
sige, sir.
Ang nakikita ko pang isang strategy is we need to consider long-staying room or rentals instead of the usual overnight or the usual 2 days or 3 nights stay. No?
Okay, these are for foreigners or for domestic?
May mga foreigners pa rin na natitira sa atin na hindi makauwi. So I think yun ang dapat nating i-target. Parang healing process na rin something like that.
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, ngayon kasi nasa first wave pa lang tayo. Nung nakaraan nga, sinabi ng government na may, ng DOH, particularly, na nandito na daw tayo sa ating second wave, no? So medyo nagkaroon ng confusion dyan. So nandito tayo sa GCQ or sa MECQ na sinasabi natin we are still on the first wave. And then darating tayo dun sa GCQ which hindi pa rin pwede mag-open ang tourism sector or tourism industry. Pero i-allow yung ibang pwede nang mag-open. For example, yung nasa mining industry ng mga shipping companies at iba't ibang mga services. Pero sa hotel, sir, so sinabi nyo kanina, totally walang kita ngayon ng mga hotel, especially yung mga nasa provinces because they are locked down and they cannot operate. But sir, yung ibang mga provinces na nasabi ninyo, wala naman silang mga COVID cases. I mean, zero ang COVID case.
Tama pa.
Pero still under GCQ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sa ngayon, wala pa akong nababalita na nag-open na resort or hotel establishment. Except doon sa mga hotels na nag-occupy yung mga frontliners, yung mga galing OFW, parang quarantine area nila. Yun lang muna ang open. But with leisure, with the events, wala pa sa ngayon.
Wala pa. So, para sa kaalaman po ng ating mga viewers, one of the main source kasi ng income ng isang hotel is yung kanilang mga function room, no? Yung kanilang yung mga events. na binebenta nila. So, bago po natin simulan ulit, binabati lang po natin ang ating mga viewers coming from Cebu and Dubai. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ganon din po sa ating chairman ng UHP, nanonood po siya, si Roldan Lara Agustin. Sige po, sir, we'll get back to you on some of our question. But siguro po paghandaan nyo na yung dati po kasi nasabi nyo na last year from March to May, tumanggap ang Boracay ng 1.1 million tourists. Samantala ngayon, wala yan, totally zero.
Totally zero, yes.
And then, hindi pa natin alam, kagaya nga ng sinabi ni Ms. Flo kanina, hindi natin alam kung kailan talaga natin bubuksan ng tourism o kung kailan mabubuksan ng tourism dito sa Pilipinas. But slowly and surely, gagawin ito ng gobyerno. Sige po, mamaya I will get back to you on those details, sir. But let's proceed with our next panelist, our next speaker, a consultant in the tourism industry. I'm also a consultant in some ways, in some industry. I know maraming masasabi sa atin si Mr. Caloy Libosada on how to treat or deal with this type of downturn. Sir, please.
Okay, magandang hapon. Tama sabi niyo, no? It's really total wreck ang tourism industry ngayon, no? Considering ang laki ng role niya sa Philippine economy. Like, depending kung saan galing yung statistics mo, it could be 12% of the GDP, up to 24% of the GDP. So, hindi mo pwede ikaila yun. Like, basically, yung inaasahan natin ng mga $8 billion from foreign market and yung 1.3 trillion pesos from the domestic market, parang naluso yun eh. So, talagang tinagil ang industry natin ngayon. Now, with the GCQ, mahihirapan pa rin talaga makabangon ng industry hanggat wala yung tinatawag na vaccine or yung pwedeng igamot, no? Kung hindi man vaccine. Dahil ang nilalabanan natin dito is yung confidence ng market and then yung perception naman sa mga destination. Like, if it's still almost impossible to travel, why still travel, no? So, talagang yung natin, yung economy based on tourism. So ang talaga ngayon, kailangan magkaroon ng confidence ang market na bumiyahe through the vaccine or through the cure. Now, there are some areas siguro na mataas yung confidence nila dahil zero sila. Malamang kapag kumalam na ang sikmura ng tao, yung health issue medyo pupunta na sa background yun eh. So asahan mo na darating yung time, siguro a few months from now or even a few weeks from now, there are some tourism stakeholders who will demand their local government executives to open up tourism, at least for intra-market, intra-tourism, domestic tourism market. Meaning, kung papayagan na sila lang, doon papasok yung mga tinatawag natin na staycation. Like, kung yung isang isla, wala talagang report, they can keep those borders closed, pero i-allow silang i-open up yung local tourism industry for the local market, for the domestic market. Ang problema lang nun is marami sa mga top destinations natin, hindi kaya ng local population i-maintain yung local demand for tourism. Kasi sa totoo lang, karamihan ng demand natin for domestic tourism is nasa NCR, nasa city, nasa major urban areas, no? So, pero pa rin yun eh, hihirit pa rin ang tourism sector. Kasi ang irarasunan nila is kumakalam na yung sikmura nila. And kung okay naman yung situation, hindi malayo sila sa NCR and then yung market nila is pwede sila umasa sa local population, then I would suggest the local government units to be ready for that. No? Actually, yung role ko, inaano ko yung mga nakakatrabaho kong LGUs na ito darating. Hindi ako nagbibigay ng opinion. Sinasabi ko lang, ito ang mangyayari. Kaya dapat humanda kayo sa pwedeng sa future na mangyayari yung i-demand sa inyo ng stakeholders. No? It may not be the market, but still, you have a lot of local tourism businesses and service providers who are already feeling the pain, no? The intense pain na 2 months na walang kita, basically zero, and then kung papatagalin pa siya ng 6 months, maraming tao, hindi na nila kaya yung sustain yun. Now, yung sinabi ko ni, sino yan, yung 50%? Si Mario, no? Yung sabi, ang nakikita ko ron, Mario, is 50% may not be enough. Kasi ang nangyayari nun, iisipin mo yung break-even eh. A lot of businesses ang break-even nila is 60%. So, sana bago anuhin ng industry yon or siguro ng national government na dapat 50% lang, pag din pa rin ang sinat natin, a lot of businesses will still opt to close shops dahil hindi talaga kakayanin ng 50% ang operation. In fact, in some countries, kahit na hindi mahigpit yung quarantine nila, some hotels close shop dahil hindi na kaya ng number of guests i-maintain yung operation ng hotels. So, mangyayari din sa Pilipinas dahil marami tayong maliliit na hotels, not necessarily yung mga maliliit na homestay, but hotels sa mga standard na ang pinangpatayo doon, utang sa bangko. So, you can expect a lot of small properties really closing shop. So, dapat nating paghandaan. Siguro tanggapin natin at paghandaan na yun yung immediate, ongoing, immediate, and up to the future na sitwasyon ng tourism industry ng Philippines.
I agree with you, Caloy. I'm a realist. I'm a businessman and I'm a realist. And I don't believe that opening up in 50% capacity will really make it work for a company to open their businesses during that time. Especially knowing na the same manpower pa rin naman ang gagamitin mo. Tapos mas stringent pa nga ngayon. Pagpasok mo ng hotel, meron ka ng gagamiting sanitizer. Everyday kailangan mong palitan ng unan, kailangan mo i-sanitize ang room, kailangan mong pati yung commissary, pati yung sa restaurant ng isang hotel or any other tourism establishment. Masyadong mataas ang overhead expense. Pero ang capacity lang na ibinibigay natin sa kanila under doon sa IATF regulation is 50%. Ganon din naman po sa ating mga travel agencies, no? So, ibig bang sabihin nun, 50% na lang rin ang market ang tatanggapin nila sa mga bookings nila? Kasi, travel agency sells hotel rooms, di ba? Even seats of airlines. Ang airlines daw, instead na 50%, gagawin nilang 45%. So, marami actually tayong pwedeng, yung transition, tama po kayo, Mr. Caloy, na baka hindi siya realistic. Baka hindi siya realistic, and you said that baka ang mag-demand nito is yung mga tourism stakeholder na mag-o-open na kami, hindi na lang kami magre-report. No? Kung 100 rooms kami, sasabihin namin 50%, pero hindi na lang namin i-report yung... baka magkaroon kasi ng ganong possibility. No? Just to compensate yung operation ng kanilang businesses during that period. Ano po? So, ang tanong ko sa inyo, sir, napakaganda, no? Very insightful. Pero siguro para alam po ng mga tao kung gaano kalaki ang industriya, ang tourism industry po ng Pilipinas ay nag-e-employ ng around 5.4 million Filipinos noong 2018 to 2019. So, ganyan po karami. Almost 25% of our, or 17% of our workforce. Tama rin po si Mr. Caloy Libosado na mayroon pong mga report na 24.7% ang contribution ng tourism sa ating GDP. Meron ding report na 12.7% So depende lang sa source na ating pinagkukunan kasi doon po sa 24.7%, ang kinukuha na po nila doon is yung kabuuan, yung investment including ng gobyerno. Na, for example, nagtayo tayo ng paliparan o ng airport, nagtayo tayo ng mga road infrastructure, nagtayo tayo ng bridge, nagtayo tayo ng mga national parks or nag-improve tayo ng mga parks. So doon nila binibilang yon kasi contribution pa rin yun sa ating GDP kasi nag-employ ng mga tao yon, nakapagpasweldo ng mga companies. So marami pong ano yan sources. Now, with regards to that, Sir Caloy, tingin nyo ba is it economical na mag-operate ang tourism industry under MGCQ, yung pong sinabi ni Ms. Flor Rivera na mag-open na slowly ang tourism industry?
It's not economical, but it's more of survival. Kasi tagapin natin, marami tayong mga empleyado na malambot ang puso, employees nila. So instead of really closing shop, they would opt na hindi kumita pero at least may pinapasweldo sila sa mga tao kaysa naman maubos yung savings nila. So nasa ganun tayong sitwasyon yung maraming small businesses natin. Siguro pati yung mga big businesses, no. So they would accept na kung ano man yung ibigay sa kanila as long as makatulong, no, ng kahit paano sa ikabubuhay ng mga empleyado nila. Pero if you ask kung economical business wise, siguro tatagalan yan ng ilang buwan. It cannot sustain itself, no. Mauubos ang resources nila eh. So it has to come to a point na at least dapat ma-achieve yung break-even point kung iaalon yung tourism businesses to open up.
I see. Thank you very much for that insight, sir. Napakagandang actually statement. It's not economical, but it's survival. Not only of the company, but also of the people that they work with, no, yung mga empleyado ng kumpanya. Yeah. So let's go to our second round. So to our only lady in the forum, ma'am, pagkatapos niyong marinig itong yung presentation ni Mr. Mario Gatmaitan and Mr. Caloy Libosado, on your opinion, coming from the travel agency, and hindi siya economical, or economical ba siya, or just nag-ooperate na lang kayo under survival ng inyong businesses and ng inyong mga tao?
Okay. Interesting, no? Kasi nga hindi natin alam talaga what will happen. It's very fluid and unpredictable. So, pero I think if we imagine how it's going to be in the next few months, no? Ang mangyayari talaga, a lot of people will stay at home because hindi pa sila confident to travel dahil hindi pa natin alam pag nag-travel ka kung may infect ka ng virus or hindi. So, consumer confidence, tama yung sinabi ni Sir Caloy, no? Yun ang isa sa mga magiging problema natin, that's for sure. Kasi after nitong COVID crisis, we will be facing a recession. In fact, I was listening to our new NEDA chief, no? Sinabi na niya na we are officially on a recession. Kasi wala nang umiikot na pera, no, sa ekonomiya natin. So it will take time. Maraming magiging problema after this na haharapin. Hindi lang yung tourism sector, but the entire private sector and the entire country. But going back to the issue of being economical, no, ang isa sa mga naiisip ko na pwedeng gawin ng mga hotels and airlines is taasan yung presyo nila. Diba? Kasi kung ang occupancy rate mo is bababa, to make up for that, then you will have to raise your cost. Actually, isa yun sa mga naisip na pag-usapan din, no, sa mga conversations with DOT and other stakeholders na yung eventually medyo tataas, mamahal talaga ang travel. I think that will really happen. Kasi mababa yung occupancy ng airlines, ng hotels, ng halos lahat ng tourism suppliers. So, ang mangyayari talaga, babawi sila through the cost.
Okay. Yes. Ma'am, we were talking about the domestic tourism muna, no? You were mentioning about domestic tourism and baka bawiin ng mga tourism establishment or businesses doon sa mga travelers o doon sa mga tourists natin. And the government is saying that we have 19 million tourists last year. And syempre, alam na natin bababa ito this year, no? Almost one quarter already is gone. Now, yung 19 million tourists na yun, ma'am, paano natin sila, how will you accommodate them? In terms of, for example, sa inyo, sa case ninyo, the government said nagkaroon tayo ng 19 million tourists last year. Ngayon, we are going to promote domestic tourism kasi totally wala naman talagang international tourism ngayon. Kasi naka-lockdown din naman yung ibang mga bansa. But doon sa ating mga local tourists sa Pilipinas, and you were mentioning about higher cost of services, booking, accommodation, paano yung mangyayari sa kanila?
Well, siguro before we can even talk about the number of tourists, Michael, no, isipin natin, will people really be confident enough to go
To travel.
Diba? Kasi again, this is connected to the health crisis. We have a health crisis going on. Ang mga kilala ko na may disposable income who can afford to travel, they're saying they're not even gonna go to the supermarket. They're just gonna buy their food online because they're afraid to go out.
Right.
Diba? So unless we can, that's why our health, the DOH has a very significant role in all of this talaga. Kasi pag nakita ng tao na sistematiko at maganda ang the way that we face this crisis is being done in a systematic and a timely manner, then the consumer will have confidence to go out. Wag na muna natin isipin nga yung pagpunta sa tourist sites eh. Isipin na natin yung paglabas lang para bumili ng grocery. Diba?
So the only solution here, ma'am, is talagang magkaroon ng vaccine.
That or again, kasi ang vaccine, ang sinasabi nila, kung talagang proven na vaccine yan, it will take at least a year.
Yes.
So the projection is mga mid next year pa bago lumabas yung vaccine. Though I think some are expediting that. May mga countries ang sinasabi baka by end of this year or by early next year makalabas na sila ng vaccine. But then mag-aagawan pa yan. How soon will the Philippines be able to get supplies, no? Kung meron mang vaccine. It's gonna take a while. So yung iniisip ko habang walang vaccine, yun nga yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, yung tourism bubble, no? Na certain areas, certain regions like sa Boracay, maraming domestic tourists from Bacolod and Iloilo, I'm sure, who will be willing to go to Boracay. Kung alam nila na safe.
Alam nila. Yes.
Sila na there are proper protocols being followed, 'di ba? Kasi kung ako, traveler ako, bago ako pupunta dun sa isang lugar, titingnan ko muna, safe ba 'yun? 'Di ba?
Yes.
So, yung transportation, isa na 'yon, yung mga vans, yung mga kung by land, kasi ang by air hindi pa natin alam talaga kailan mangyayari. So, isipin natin by land. So, siguro kung dalawa lang kayo, you have to hire a car, 'di ba? For both of you, kung family kayo, pwede kayong mag-van, pero hindi na pwede yung ginagawa natin na
pupunuin.
Nag-share, 'di ba? Yung mga nagtitipid at mag-share or isang van, 'di ba? Maghihintayan kahit hindi kayo magkakilala.
Parang group travel.
Oo, parang hindi na ata safe pa ngayon 'yon gawin. 'Di ba?
I
Kasi
see.
hindi mo kasama mo. So kung ako yung turista, parang hindi rin ako confident to do that. So malamang kukuha ako ng van ko na maghahatid sa family ko or sa group ko na kami-kami lang.
Kayo-kayo lang.
That's why naisip ko kanina, it's gonna be a little bit more expensive talaga than before. Kasi nung nasa boom tayo ng tourism, maraming mura kasi nga madaming gusto mag-travel, there's a big demand for travel. So nagmumura rin talaga yung mga services. Pero itong mangyayari sa atin ngayon, I think until the end of the year, medyo mahirap yan. So, yung mga services talaga, malamang maging private, customized. Tama yung sinabi ni Sir Mario kanina, no? Yung health tourism, I think will boom. Yung
It
mga
will boom.
ecosystem, yung mga maliliit lang kayo lang doon sa area, yung mga nature, destinations, yung masarap ang hangin, di ba? Yun ang, I think a lot of people will prefer that. A lot of tourists will prefer that kasi hindi na yung pwede yung mga beaches na sobrang crowded at sobrang daming tao.
Yes.
Delikado yun. So, actually, no, naging guest namin yung Sri Lankan ambassador 2 days ago sa GCQ namin sa NAITAS, and she was reporting na sa Sri Lanka, they only have 9 deaths.
9 deaths.
Yes. Very impressive yung the way the country was facing this crisis. No? So, by June or by July, they will open na for international tourists. Kasi the Sri Lankan economy is very reliant on tourism din. So,
Yes.
mag-open na sila. And ang ang pinopromote nila is health tourism. Kasi nga, sa Sri Lanka, they have Ayurvedic treatments. And sinasabi nga nila na yung mga boutique hotels, malamang yun ang bibenta. Kasi ito yung mga maliliit, konti lang ang tao, and people go there for treatment talaga and for nature.
Yeah, for treatments.
Yes. So
I see, ma'am.
Yan ang pwede din gawin natin since we are trying to promote farm tourism, for example. I think magbo-boom yan. Kasi sa farm, konti lang, malilimit mo yung capacity. It's open space, no? Walang mga centralized aircon, which is gonna be a problem for most hotels, I think. And airlines also, kasi mas ang risk na kumalat yung virus, mas mataas pag close ang space, diba? Tapos yung air mo is, same air is circulating around your closed space. Delikado talaga yun. So, yung mga open spaces, nature, tourism, farm tourism, I think we can pivot to that, no? Yung mga tourism suppliers and operators, pwedeng nilang i-remarket yung mga hotels nila and properties
I
nila.
see. Very good. So parang rebranding, no? Rebranding of their services and their businesses. Ma'am, ano lang, so to wrap it up, ang ibig nyo sabihin, so without the vaccine, pwede tayong mag-travel pa rin. Ito yung sinasabi ng local bubble, no? But with protocols. Now, we have to follow the government protocols on the new norm of tourism. And then you will be allowed to go there. And again, we can jumpstart tourism through that process. Ganun bang ibig nyo sabihin? Okay, thank you very much. We got that, and we'll get back to you more on some questions actually naman coming from our viewers. Actually, nag-pile up na sila rito, and we'll on our third round, itatanong na po natin yung mga questions sila to our respective panelists. Sir Mario, kayo naman po, nasabi kanina ni Miss Flo, no, na ito yung wala pang vaccine, kailangan natin sundin yung protocol, pwede tayo mag-operate as long na controlled yung ating environment, no? Meron tayong maayos na procedure in accepting guests. Yung sinasabi ni Mr. Caloy Libosada naman na hindi na talaga siya economical, but survival na lang ng empleyado. In your case, sir, what are the protocols that you will implement para mabuksan natin to under MGCQ? Kasi GCQ and then MGCQ where i-allow na tayo mag-operate ng ating mga tourism establishment.
Yeah, excited pa rin ako dun sa tourist bubble, no? Because
yeah,
as a hotelier, we never say no. Yan ang aming motto eh. We never say no.
Never say no.
We would rather be optimistic and positive regardless. No? Yung surge and demand, that will happen once the confidence build up. Siguro, ang isa dyan, yung seeing the curve flattening, no? And then, of course, yung vaccine. Pero kilala natin yung Pilipino eh. Pag nakalaya yan, saan pupunta yan eh. Diba?
Matigas ang ulo.
So, matigas ang ulo. Excited ako ron. But doon sa sinasabing 50%. Totoo yun dahil it's a kind of prevention ng government. Kasi yung 50% once na mag-open ng GCQ is a mandate by the government. Kasama po yan dun sa list ng mga protocols. No? But I believe na pansamantala lang yun just to prevent. Kasi lahat naman po ng bagay is gradual. Katulad ngayon, we are under ECQ or GCQ. Pag pumunta ka ng SM, mag-asawa kayo, hindi ka naman papapasukin, asawa mo lang. Isa-isa lang. Yung may quarantine lang. So it's the same thing with the resort. Tama naman si government eh. Dahan-dahan tayo. No? So, but it's still for me a sustainable measures. No? May nabasa ako sa isang report no? Na I think meron tayong tinatawag na stimulus by the government.
Yes.
I think this is 350 billion pesos, no, which is being endorsed by Representative Bapalbay, Joey Salceda. No, pag ito natuloy, matutulungan nito yung mga empleyado na na-displaced, na no work, no pay, no? Yung mga establishment na pansamantalang under suspension because, the budget. So, but really, ako may experience ako na may mga establishment na kahit manlilit sila, nag-retain pa rin sila ng mga employment, ng mga employees. Why? Kasi mahal nila yung employees nila. At the same time, katulad ko rin sila na very optimistic na matatapos din lahat yan. So, believe ako sa mga employer na ganun. Na kahit pa paano pinapasweldo 6 months, no? Kahit na work at home kayo, papasweldohin kita. Kasi we believe na may future eh. Hindi naman lahat ng bagay eh ganun lang stagnant, no? I believe na may katapusan yan at may panibagong bukas.
May panibagong bukas.
Yes. Retaining the business and the employees is a partnership effort by the government. That's for one. And another is a merger partnership amongst tayo naman, tourism and hospitality industry that will combine airline, travel agency, hotels. No? Magtulungan tayo. And to retain the confidence, everyone should be involved to, ako naniniwala ako na may mga employer na, sige, i-rating ta kahit mababa na yung aking profit. Okay lang yun. Just to sustain the business for the meantime. So, believe ako sa mga negosyanteng gano'n. So, dapat gano'n muna ang natin, turo niyo.
About that. Yung sinasabi niyo pong it's a partnership between the government and the private sector. And I know yung mga companies, for example, hotel, nagpapasweldo sila ng empleyado, especially yung mga key employees. But how do you deal with this pandemic na lahat is closed and the government is providing support through camp, diba, and through SWS and the other means of the government. Meron pa tayong tinatawag na stimulus package na magpapaloan po ang government sa atin. But as a business operator like you, no, nag-ooperate po kayo ng mga hotel, how do you deal with, for example, yung matataas sa salaries ng inyong mga general managers, yung F&B manager, 'di ba, yung front desk manager? Paano niyo sila kinakausap sa ngayon?
Their work is being retained right now, no? But in a certain arrangement when it comes to salary, medyo bawasan muna kita kasi ito lang kinikita ko eh. Ang importante nandiyan ka. I'm sorry, sir.
Paano po kung
totally wala? Kung totally wala eh, meron din po kaming kasi ang implement po namin is skeletal workforce. So may mga pinauwi na rin, but at the same time, out of the owner's packet, may supporter pa rin kahit paano. Kasi nga kulang na rin yung sa, minsan, meron naman sa government. Yes, so meron kami mga employer na gano'n. Very generous when it comes to helping people.
All right. Thank you very
So,
much, Sir Mario. That's
yes.
this is actually a very good information coming also no from the hoteliers and a lot of people na right now that we know wala silang trabaho sa ngayon, they're being asked off. Actually yung iba nga po na laid off na, they were advised by their employers na hindi na sila magko-continue. You know, a good friend of mine who's a flight attendant, they were advised or nag-email na sa kanila ang company and said that maghanap na muna sila ng trabaho dahil hindi na muna makakapag-operate ang kanilang kumpanya for the next 3 to 6 months. So maraming ganong kaso, especially sa tourism industry. Sabi nga kanina na natin lahat, ano, the tourism industry were badly hit, no? Total wreck, sabi nga ni Mr. Caloy Libosada. Talagang kung isusubsub tayo, nakasubsub na tayo at meron pang natitirang 6 na buwan na hindi pa talaga natin sigurado kung kung mag-o-open na ba tayo para maka-recover tayo o kung mag-o-open ba tayo is makaka-recover ba tayo, no? Iba kasing magkaibang bagay 'yon eh. Pero yung sinabi ni Miss Rivera kanina, that's very good. Sabi niya, wag na muna natin pag-usapan yung travel, pag-usapan siguro natin yung confidence building. No? yung tourism bubble, yung domestic tourism bubble. Excited din ako doon, kagaya ni Mr. Mario Gatmaitan. Sana mangyari 'yan, ano? Sabi nga natin kanina, merong 19 million tourists na nandito sa Pilipinas, local tourists. Merong local tourist bubble tayong pinag-uusapan. Meron tayong protocol na pinag-uusapan. And with all these numbers, sir and ma'am, Mr. Caloy Libosada, with all these numbers, paano nyo ito i-drive sa ating mga tourism stakeholders? What's your take on this?
Ako? Ay. Ako ang sasagot?
Yes.
Okay. Basically, alam mo na ano ko sa sinabi ni Mario, no? Yung tourism industry is an incorrigibly positive sector. Na kahit tipong bumabagyo na, positive pa rin tayo. Hindi nawawala yung positivity ng sector na yan. Kahit sino sa industry, tanungin mo, yun ang ano nila, no? Malaki talaga. Actually, Mike, yung sinasabi mo na 19 million, that could be just the number of people. Pero kung pagbabasihan mo yung movements, we have more than 50 million movements eh. Ibig sabihin nun, kung ikaw, hindi ka lang isang beses bibiyahe, pwede makalima ka sa isang taon. So, bilang ka as 5. So, that's more than 50 million. And ang value nun, as of 2017 was 1.2 trillion pesos. So, mas malaki siya kaysa foreign market na nasa mga 250 billion pesos at that time. So, ang laki talaga ng super laki ng role ng tourism sa national economy. And that market, yung market na yun, para siyang, alam mo yung earthquake, di ba? Nag-build up yung stress and then biglang mag-snap. Naghihintay lang yung market na yun eh, na magbalik ang term ko is snapback, no? Yung sector. Ang tanging pipigil lang sa kanya is basically yung sinasabi ni Flo na recession. We are actually into recession right now. Kung pagbabasihan mo yung nawala sa GDP natin sa tourism and sa OFW contributions, nabawasan ng disposable income yung mga tao. Definitely, ang priority nila is makahanap ng trabaho. So, nag-contract ang market mo. And then, babalik naman tayo sa isang sinabi din ni Flo na yung 50, taasan yung room rates, no? Ang nakikita ko dyan from another point of view is may time na ang problema natin really is magkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na glut or yung rooms glut na tinatawag. Sobrang number ng kwarto na napaka-konti ng bisita. So sa halip siguro na yung private sector is kailangan taasan natin yung price natin para makabawi tayo. Malamang niyan, yung iba gagawin, babagsak natin ng presyo para makuha natin yung konting market. So, magkakaroon ng yung
price war.
Oo, ng price war na talagang bagsakan ng presyo. Parang piso stay or piso night, no, na
Only piece of stay, sir. I will
so yun yung isa pwede mangyari. In fact, yung yung sa ibang sa ibang projects ko ngayon yung tourism growth is not based anymore on the market growth na projection, but on the supply side, na supply saturation, meaning we may have about 3,000 rooms in a province or 4,000 rooms. Dapat siguro magkaroon ng moratorium on investment in the next 2 to 3 years or new investment para matulungan yung currently invested properties or businesses na makabawi naman sila. So, yun ang nakikita ko isang magandang solusyon sa maraming local destinations na kahit paano matulungan muna natin yung yung low hanging fruits na sila yung immediately na kailangan ng tulong para makabawi yung businesses nila.
Yun ba yung mga nasa laylayan?
Laylayan ng turismo. Ay, in fact, gusto ko nga palang isingit yung gusto ko isingit yung isang article na ginawa ko kung madi-display natin yung
sige, please. Yeah.
Ginawa ko article na sa website eh. Oo eh. Madi-display ba yun?
Yes.
Ayan. Yan yung website na to. Actually, ginawa ko to bago dumating yung yung pandemic sa Pilipinas. Dito makakuha kayo ng mga konting tips on how to position or magkaroon ng magandang perception yung travel market in the midst of the coronavirus. Kasi darating siguro kahit wala pang vaccine, mapipilitan ng maraming bansa na i-open up ang nila, ang economy nila eh. Kasi mas mahirap tugunan yung gutom ng tao eh. So, nakikita natin yon sa maraming bansa na unti-unti binubuksan nila ang And I'm also expecting the Philippines to do the same. It might not be agreeable na dapat buksan. Kung tatanungin mo, wag dapat buksan, pero nakikita ko mangyayari yun eh. Magbubukas talaga ang ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas eh, para matugunan naman yung tiyan ng tao, no. Kasi mas malaking problema yun kung double whammy ang darating sa iyo. So ayun, may mga paraan siguro na paano nyo ipakita sa tao, yun yung perception na kahit paano natutugunan niyo yung mga dapat gawin para ma-answer back niyo yung danger or yung health concern ng pagbiyahe or paggamit ng mga raw properties with the virus in our midst. So nyo lang yan sa articles under pinoytourist.com
we will promote, sir. With your permission, we will promote your page also to our
thank you.
To our other group pages that we co-manage, and yung mga linkages natin. Ipopost natin ito for them to have have tips and information on how to position and how to move forward ito sa pandemic na nangyari sa atin.
Yeah.
Okay. So, sir, yun actually those are actually good statements or information coming from all of our panelists. To Mr. Caloy Libosada, to Ms. Flo Rivera, and to Mr. Mario Gatmaitan. Sir, yung siguro let's proceed na, no? Although marami pa sana akong gustong itanong, but we only have about 20 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go para matapos natin yung buong programa. Siguro let's ask questions lang siguro doon sa ating or let's read questions coming from our viewers. Ms. Flo, coming from the NAITAS, no, nasabi natin nagmi-meeting po kayo, nasabi niyo kanina, with the DOT, with TCP and other stakeholders and association. Kasama ba sa stimulus package yung mga travel agencies? Paano daw kung hindi accredited yung travel agency ng DOT? pero meron silang DTI permit or municipal permit.
Okay. Maganda yan na na-mention mo yung fiscal stimulus plan or what we now call as PISA, I think, which is the Philippine Economic Stimulus Act. It's an ongoing bill in Congress. And according to Yusek Bong, no, a few days ago, isa daw sa mga nandun is yung loans for tourism enterprises na zero interest. Mukhang ang mga subsidies and grants mukhang hindi mangyayari, but let's see kasi I think nasa Senate na yung reading ng bill. So I believe nasa 53 million or 43 billion pala ang budget na ibibigay na ayuda para sa mga tourism enterprises. But then again, when we say tourism kasi ang laki masyado ng umbrella, no? We have the airlines, we have the hotels, and then we have the travel and tour sector. Kaya kami sa NAITAS, we are trying to voice out the position of especially the micro and small players of the travel and tour sector. Kasi usually, pag sa mga crisis, no, ang pinaka-hardest hit talaga are the small players. So ito yung mga una-unang sumasara. So for example, sa mga travel and tour operators, probably among all the tourism stakeholders, kami po yung pinaka-last na pwedeng magbukas. So for example, kami sa Travelbug, we're more on outbound tours. Ngayon, bawal talaga ang group tours. So we don't know when we could operate again or when we could open. Napag-usapan natin, Michael, there was a recommendation from some of the travel agencies na payagan silang magbukas kahit sa ECQ or GCQ dahil
GCQ.
because they service shipping, for example, or the manning sector na essential. So, I believe nasa IATF pero wala pang sagot doon. But kami sa NAITAS, ang ginagawa namin, no, kasi kami would rather take the realistic position. May nakita akong comment, may nagsabi siya na he understands my stand, pero marami daw travelers na gusto mag-travel. Don't get me wrong. Kung maraming travelers na mag-travel, I'm all for that. I'm in the travel business. Diba? Wala naman siguro sa atin ayaw nun.
Diba? Wala naman ayaw nun.
Merong demand from the travelers, that's great. That's really great. No? Wala hindi question po 'yon. Pero ang pinag-uusapan natin ngayon is paano tayo magre-react dito kasi nandito na tayo sa sitwasyon na to. We have to know the current situation and we have to know kung ano yung magiging future natin in the next few months, short-term future and long-term future, and we have to be realistic, no? So, yun po yung tinutumbok natin. Hindi po yung pagbawalan yung mga travelers. Kasi again, we want that. We want consumer demand to come back. Pero sa dami, sabi nga kanina ni Sir Michael, meron tayong 19 million domestic tourists. Sa 19 million na yun, let's say in 1 month's time, ilan kaya doon? Anong percentage nun yung pwedeng mag-travel? Diba? Kasi maraming nawalan ng trabaho. So kung nawalan ka ng trabaho, kahit may savings ka, gagastusin mo ba yun for travel or gagastusin mo muna yun for essentials, diba?
Essential travel, okay.
Essential travel.
I agree. So ibig sabihin, ma'am, dun... Yes. Ma'am, ibig sabihin... Right, sorry. But ibig sabihin ba, ma'am? Yeah, yung local bubble. Ibig sabihin ba, ma'am, doon sa 43 billion or kung may sinasabi kanina si Mr. Mario na 300 plus billion na stimulus pa? 250?
350, this is being endorsed by Representative Joey Salceda. Yeah.
Okay, is this solely for the tourism industry or para sa lahat ito?
Para sa lahat, I think. And a portion of that is for the tourism industry.
So 43 million.
Yung sa tourism.
Okay. Ma'am, yung 43 billion, we have thousands of hotels here in the Philippines, diba? We have 3 major airlines. We have resorts in the provinces. We have institutional gateways and locations or areas like Boracay. Meron bang matitira sa travel agent?
Yun nga, kaya nga kami nag-iingay kami, Michael. Kaya ito yung time na napaka-importante na may asosasyon ka, no? May grupo ka. Kasi you have to represent the sector and you have to voice out the needs of the sector. Yun din yung worry namin kasi sa airlines pa lang, 'di ba sinasabi nila they're losing 8 billion a day. A day.
Yes.
43 billion na 'yan. Baka wala lang.
Hindi na tayo kasama. Yes, sila na lang.
'Di ba? Sa hotels din, ang daming hotels. Baka, walang matitira sa maliliit na sector. Kaya kami, we are trying to coordinate with DOT and we try to attend all the meetings. We send position papers and letters, no? And we make sure na we are part of the conversation. Kasi baka nga, walang matira. Pero according to Yusek Bong 2 days ago, malamang ang mangyayari is yung loans nga na zero interest. Ang hinihingi na namin
zero interest yan.
Pero mukhang, I don't know kung mangyayari yan, no? Pero yan, ang medyo siya is yung zero interest loans for the travel and tour sector. And I think for the hotels and for other players also.
Okay. Sige, sir. Ma'am, Miss Flo, thank you very much. Kay Mr. Kay Mr. Mario Gatmaitan, can you include, kasi I think this question are coming from a travel agency, no? So ang tanong niya, pwede kasi you also represent the TCP, sir, 'di ba, kay Mr. Jojo Clemente. But can they include the travel agencies and then yung mga dagdag ko na rin yung mga travel agents, yung mga tourist guides doon sa stimulus funds or package?
Mga bankero, sir.
Mga bankero.
Yeah, I think kasama dyan, nakalimutan din natin yung mga events organizer, no? Yung mga social entertainer, no? Malaki yan. It composed mostly, basa ko lang, 900,000 na mga yan eh. So yeah, yung mga bankero, no? Kasama yan. Actually, kasama yan sa dapat na dito sa stimulus ng government.
Sa inyo, sir, I mean sa mga minamanage ninyo na mga hotel, are you lobbying also na masama yan doon sa support ng government?
Po, kasama yan. Sinama yan actually. Nag-file kami sa DOLE, nag-file kami sa yung mga stimulus na yan. Actually, some of them ay nakatanggap naman.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Now, sir, Mr. Caloy, no, na may mga na-mention ka na kanina na mga tips on how to move forward, how to position our company during this pandemic and post-pandemic. Sa palagay ninyo, ito yung sinasabi nila Ms. Flo and Sir Mario na mayroong mga stimulus package. Will this help? Or I mean, gaano kahaba or gaano kalaki ang tulong na to para dito sa mga stakeholders? Kasi baka mamaya ang iniisip ko, sa akin lang naman ito, no? Na pagkatapos maitulong ito, and we still have about 6 months standstill or hindi pa talaga natin sigurado kung mag-ooperate. Yung 350 billion, yung airlines nga 8 billion a day. Tapos we have 43 billion, no, a stimulus package. And then meron pa tayong 6 months. And that's more than about 180 days pa na dadaan sa atin. Will that help being a consultant, sir? What's your take on that?
Actually, more bad news to the travel agencies. One of the most vulnerable sectors of the travel industry, lalo lumalabas ngayon ang impact ng COVID, is yung travel agencies and tour operators. Kasi karamihan sa kanila, isang kahig, isang tuka eh. May market, may client, may kita. Pag walang client, automatic walang kita. So sila talaga yung silang one of the most heavily impacted sectors ng economy natin. Now, yung sinabi mong assistance, I would say the LGUs will have to ready themselves to assist the tourism sector in their areas. Kasi hindi talaga kakayanin ng national government yan, lalo pa pag pumosisyon ng airlines. Kasi definitely, nakita natin ng Thai Airways, ang dami ng airlines ang nagko-file ng bankruptcies. So it's just a matter of time siguro, parang hinihintay na lang natin na yung local airlines natin, baka one of these days, isa-isa sila mag-file, no? Wag naman sana. Pero pag humirit siya ng assistance, parang isang airline would be equivalent to 5,000 small-scale tourism businesses ang ano eh. So, pero in terms of priority, baka i-priority pa yan ng national government. So, the local government units would really have to start yun nga, sabi nga, digging their trenches to help the tourism sector in their areas, no. Marami diyan talagang dadaing kay mayor, kay governor, and then the only government entity that could help them at one point in time would be the local government units. It could come in many form, no. Pwedeng direct financial assistance, employment, tax cuts, or whatever help they can get. Pwede rin sa marketing, pwede rin in some other aspects, no. So malaki ang magiging role ng LGU kasi hindi talaga kakayanin ng national government tulungan ang buong tourism sector. Sa laki ba naman ng sector natin?
Yeah, very beautiful discussion. Marami tayong na-flesh out na dapat nating ma-consider sa dito sa discussion na to, especially na-address din natin yung concern ng ating mga travelers, no, ng ating mga Filipino tourists or local tourists. With that, no, let's wrap it up lang. So I just want to answer pala, merong nag-feed dito sa atin si Miss Leonor Verena Sola. Sabi niya, I have attended several webinars and all of them are just talking about current situation, what to expect in tourism under GCQ, how to operate under GCQ, how GCQ will shape the new tourism activities. However, there was no single talk about concrete plans or at least a timeline for the stakeholders in the tourism industry. To put it bluntly, when should we expect this materialize? When can the hotels, travel agency, airlines operate? And when we say operate, I think full operation. Siguro last na lang, ma'am. Last sagot na lang coming from all of our panelists.
Okay, so mauna ako, Michael, no?
Sige, Miss Flo.
Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina pa na ang crisis po ngayon is a health crisis. And hindi po tayo pwedeng gumawa ng timeline kasi hindi po natin alam kung anong mangyayari next week, next month. Bababa na ba ang deaths natin? Bababa na ba ang confirmed cases natin? No? So, it's going to be very unpredictable and going to be very fluid. Hindi po tayo, ang pwede po natin gawin are plans. Kaya po yun yung sinasabi natin kanina na after GCQ, so ngayon po sa NCR, kung NCR ang pag-uusapan natin, nasa MECQ tayo, Modified GCQ. By June 1, hopefully maging GCQ na tayo. Kung maging GCQ tayo for 1 month, ang sinasabi ng Department of Tourism is magkakaroon tayo ng Modified GCQ. Sa Modified GCQ, pwede na pong partially mag-open some of the tourism enterprises. So kaya po pinag-uusapan natin kanina, gusto ko yung idea talaga of travel bubble kasi kung nandun ka naman sa area na safe, for example, taga Zambales ka, pwede kang pumunta sa SBM, sa Subic, para mag-staycation. So i-allow po yung mga hotels and all the tourism enterprises to operate in that area to make given na meron silang proper sanitation, protocols in place to make sure na walang mahahawa or mai-infect na virus, no, habang nagta-travel. Kasi yun po yung pinaka-importante sa atin ngayon is ma-contain natin yung outbreak. So when we talk about travel, I think we should remember that the problem is connected to the health crisis. Wag nating isipin na magkahiwalay yung dalawang issue na to, kasi I think there are a lot of us na in denial, no. Lahat naman tayo gustong bumalik sa business. Sino ba yung hindi gustong bumalik? 'Di ba? Lahat tayo nalulugi.
Yes.
But again, we have to be realistic, no, Sir Mike. Sa NAITAS pala, if I may add lang, ang ginagawa namin, no, sa mga members is we encourage them to pivot to other businesses. So actually, nalaman namin, marami pala kaming member na magagaling na mga chef. So ngayon, nagbebenta na sila ng
Nagluluto. Okay.
nag-cater na sila ng food. Yung iba, nagbebenta ng face mask. Meron kaming online group, no, marketplace for NAITAS members where everyone can sell their goods and services. So that's how we help each other to survive this crisis. Kasi alam naman natin, medyo matatagalan pa talaga. Hindi pa natin talaga alam kung kailan tayo makakabalik sa business. So of course, we will always be hopeful. We will always remain positive. But in the meantime, find other sources of income. Marami tayong pwedeng pagkakitaan in the meantime. So doon muna tayo mag-focus. And then pag safe na and may go signal na from the government to open, then we will open and we will go back to business. That will definitely happen.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Flo. Mr. Mario, what's your take on this question of Ms. Leonor Verenasola?
Yes, in relation to the question, really, no. Actually, itong ginagawa natin, this is a good platform to be heard, especially by the government sectors, no. Katulad nga ng sabi ni Sir Caloy, no, sa statistics niya, really, yung contribution ng hospitality tourism sa GDP is huge as 20%, if I remember, if I say it correctly, no. Napakalaki talaga ng tourism. But somehow, if you will notice as well, no, siguro nga hindi ready ang government dito sa crisis na to. That is why may mga conflicting statement, no, na medyo nakakalito somehow. Pero katulad ng sabi ko, ituloy lang natin itong mga webinar na to. At sa mga webinar naman na nakikita ko, yung kasagutan naman dun sa gagawin, once na mag-open, ay nandun lahat. Pero ang pinaka-importante, this is one tool yung ginagawa natin para kumatok dito sa gobyerno. Teka muna. Manufacturing nag-ooperation na. Yung mga supermarket nag-ooperation na. Paano naman kami? Kailangan din namin kumain. Kailangan din namin kumita. So, ituloy lang natin yung mga ganito until such time na ma-realize ng ating government sector na talagang may pangangailangan tayo. That's
all right. Thank you. Thank you. How about you, Mr. Caloy Libosada?
Actually, tama sabi ni Flo, no, na mag-pivot muna sa ibang kasi it could take up to 3 years bago mag-normalize ang lahat from this point on, no. Pero kung titignan naman natin, meron tayong mga tinatawag na benchmark, alam mo yung benchmark or comparison na kung saan nangyari na yung mga ganitong klaseng pandemic sa nung nakarang ilang taon lang. Yung SARS, yung bird flu, hindi naman totally nawala. Yung MERS-CoV, hindi naman totally nawala. Pero naka-recover yung maraming destinations, no, pati yung industry. So ang mangyayari siguro noon para mapabilis yung unti-unting pag-normalize ng industry, siguro pwede natin tignan yung tatlong terminologies, no? Perception, protocol, and confidence. Ano yung tatlong yun? Dapat magkaroon yung perception ng ang mga tao na tamang ginagawa ng gobyerno, na pagbibiyahe, may mga paraan para ma-monitor yung mga tao, at tama rin ginagawa ng private sector, na may ginagawa yung private sector at yung gobyerno na protocol kung ano yung dapat gawin pag may na-detect, anong yung protocol ng bawat biyahe, hindi yung automatic 14 days quarantine lang, na general lahat-lahat. So, hindi effective yun. Meaning, economically wise or operationally wise, no? Health-wise, it may be effective. Pero kung ano natin sa tao, yun nga, may perception sila na tama ang ginagawa ng mga inaasahan nilang institusyon na magigiya sa kanila. And then nakikita nila na tama yung protocol, pwedeng bumalik yung yung confidence to travel. It could be as short as a few months, who knows, or it could be as long as 3 years.
1 year.
Kung talagang mababa ang confidence ng traveling public. Siguro kung titignan mo yung ibang bansa na nag-open up na ang ang domestic market nila, almost fully. Although talaga may pumuputok-putok na na cases, ina-address naman agad nila. So alam mo yon, magkakaroon ng surge, ma-address, mababa, makokontrol, and then babalik yung confidence. So yun darating ang time, mapapagod ang tao na na matakot, alam mo yun. And then ang nila is as long as with kahit may risk, as long as confident kami na tama ang ginagawa ng ng mga institusyon, sasakay kami sa na yan, sa risk na yan, dahil alam namin na pag may mangyari, masosolve agad yung problema. So siguro dapat dumating tayo sa panahon na yun para mapabilis yung process, no, na pagbalik yung pagpapasigla uli ng industriya natin.
Okay, wow, no? Napakagandang statement coming from Mr. Caloy Libosada. That's a very good insight, very good para pwede ka ba naming maging consultant, sir, sa company namin. So meron ang takeaway ko rin sa sinabi ni Sir Caloy is yung perception, protocol, and confidence. Tama po 'yon. We believe that para magbiyahe or mag-travel uli ang ating domestic tourism or para mag-flourish uli, we need confidence, and we need that confidence na magmula 'yon coming from the government. No, ano ba talaga yung mga statement, ano yung actions na ginagawa nila coming from the heads of this IATF, also sa private sector. I believe the private sector is ready to comply. They're just waiting for the government, no? Na ano ba yung gagawin namin? How can we open this up? When are we going to open our establishment, our businesses? So naka-rely tayo lahat sa ngayon to answer our Miss Leonor is sa government po natin. Ano ba talaga yung clear na ginagawa ng government natin to combat or to prevent the spread of diseases, para makapagbukas ng ang lahat ng industriya, and including na dyan ang tourism industry. Okay po ba? And then also yung sinabi po nga ni Miss Flo Rivera, thank you very much, Miss Flo. Ang ganda nung sinabi niyo about nandyan, alam na excited na tayo, gusto nating mag-open up, but we have to consider also yung health concern, yung issue dito sa currently yung state natin sa pandemic. We are under MECQ. Hindi pa po tayo nakakalagpas sa MECQ. May binabanggit na pong second wave ang DOH, na meron pa daw second wave and meron pa daw third wave. So hindi ko alam kung hanggang ilang wave ito aabot sa atin. But lahat ng statement na yan are threatening yan, or nakakatakot yan pagdating sa tourism industry. Kasi yung ibang industry, for example, manufacturing, food, pwede sila mag-open kasi basic necessity yan, commodity yan, hindi pwedeng magutom ang tao. But ang travel kasi, special needs. No? Pwedeng wala, 1 taon wala, 2 taon wala, pero sana, like Mr. Caloy Libosada said, sana magkaroon ng very clear guidelines, actions ang government natin para makapag-open tayo lahat. And that, we end this forum, sir and ma'am. No? Tourismo TV is here, to provide information, relevant discussion, and timely information para po sa ating mga tagapakinig. Pagkatapos po nito, this will be recorded and will be supplied or channeled to our partners sa iba't ibang mga group pages and fan pages na kapartner po natin. To provide information also to our travelers na kagaya nga po ng sinabi ni Ms. Flo kanina, hindi pa po talaga tayo allowed na magbenta. Ay totoo po 'yan, marami pong nagtatanong. Each time na magbi-visit kami ng mga group pages ng mga travel and tour or mga agencies, palaging may nagtatanong, meron na ba kayong tour package going to Batanes, as close as Batangas, Tagaytay, as close as Quezon province? Makikita mo ron, merong nag-offer, 3,600, 2,500 per head. Makikita natin dyan. So, ito, very clear ang sinabi po ni Ms. Flo. Under GCQ or under MECQ, hindi po tayo pwede. Under GCQ, hindi pa po pwede. Under G or MGCQ, baka payagan na po ang ibang industriya na mag-open. Kasama na po dyan ang hotel industry. Kasama na po dyan ang travel agency at ang ating mga airports. At yan, it should be clear until na ma-open up na po natin ang tourism industry. Yan po, siguro po, paalam na po tayo, bawat isa po sa atin siguro. Let's start with our only lady in the house, Ms. Flo Rivera, sa ating mga tagapakinig.
Okay, so I just want to, gusto ko yung sinabi ni Sir Caloy, perception. I think perception is very important. Yun ata yung hindi natin masyadong natututukan, Kasi right now, marami tayong issues sa testing, may mga conflicting statements ang ating mismong Department of Health. So, kailangan po ata talaga nating manawagan sa ating gobyerno na medyo galingan nila yung pag-form ng perception. Kasi sometimes it's not really what they're doing, but it's how people perceive what they're doing. And right now, hindi po maganda ang perception kasi nalilito po yung mga tao. So, let this be a call to our Department of Health and our government na sana po galingan natin yung pag-implement ng mga ginagawa natin ngayon to contain the virus and to how we communicate to the public kasi nakasalalay dito yung pagbukas ng economy. And our private sector is actually doing its best to open up the economy gradually and slowly kasi hindi lang naman po lives ang importante din ang livelihood. And lahat tayo nakasalalay ang ating future, ang ating kakainin, sa ating livelihood, sa ating mga trabaho. So, with that, Sir Michael, thank you very much to Tourismo for giving us a chance to voice out our concerns. Kasi concerned din po ito ng lahat ng travel and tour sector represented by our association, which is NAITAS. And to Sir Caloy and Sir Mario, thank you din po sa mga
Thank
insights.
you.
I learned a lot today, and I hope, and I'm sure all our viewers learned a lot today.
Thank you very much, Ms. Flo. Mr. Mario Gatmaitan, please take the floor.
Yes. Yeah, Sir Michael. Really, hindi naman talaga tayo handa sa crisis na to. But we need to move forward, sabi nga. Like some small establishment under crisis retain skeletal force and give a limited salary arrangement. Yung mga international chains and hotels making the most of their reserves just to compensate their employees. With that gesture, that are being extended by these employees will somehow build up the confidence of people to stay on foot for the industry while waiting to normalize. Retaining the business and the employees is sabi ko nga, a partnership effort ng government ng mga tourism stakeholders. And dapat yung the profit for now is really kung dati sa revenue segmentation ay 42% is good enough. Sa ngayon siguro maging satisfied muna yung ating mga employer at least 30, 35 just to to liquid the business to sustain the liquidity of the business and to survive. So I will always be positive on that. Laging ganun ang pananaw natin sa buhay. Sabi nga ni Winston Churchill, success is not final, failure is not total. It is the courage to continue that counts. Thank you. Maraming salamat din kay Sir Mike, kay Sir Caloy, kay Miss Flo. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sir Mario. It's a pleasure to have you here. Sir Caloy?
Salamat, Mike, Mario, and Flo for this very significant moment. No, siguro masabi ko lang sa mga tao is keep talking, no, keep talking to your leaders, not necessarily sa national government, pero darating talaga time na kailangan mag-step forward ang LGUs dahil no choice naman talaga sila. They have to address their constituencies, no. Pero yun nga, kung kinakailangan talaga pag-usapan niyo kasi hindi pwedeng maging static ang industriya natin na umaasa na lang sa kung anong sasabihin ng, alam mo yon, yung from top to bottom na na approach na susunod na lang tayo, yung pala pwedeng may certain dynamics na pwedeng implement sa area nyo, sa specific area nyo para lang mag-survive kahit paano yung maraming tao sa lugar nyo. So keep talking. Siguro ito is magandang revelation sa akin to na yun nga, we keep on talking, we keep on finding measures, probable solutions para kung hindi man para sa buong bansa, at least para man lang sa community nyo na pwedeng implement sa lugar nyo. Yun lang, Mike. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, everyone. Isa pong siguro po malalim na pagpapasalamat po sa inyong lahat, no, na umattend at nakinig po sa atin. Salamat din po sa mga panelists po natin, sa ating mga resource speakers. Lahat po sana natuto tayo sa kanilang mga sinabi. Napakaganda nung naging discussion. May mga problema tayong sinolve, may mga issues tayo na inaddress at meron tayong solutions na pinoprovide dito sa discussion natin today. Hopefully, we will share this also to our government agencies na hopefully marinig nila yung ating mga pinag-usapan, ma-review nila tong ating naging discussion para at least yung sinasabi nga ni Mr. Caloy Libosada, dapat ito mapag-usapan. Let's keep talking about this until the solution is found, no, until we are ready to open up again our businesses. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat at magkita-kita po ulit tayo sa next episode ng Tourismo TV. Sa next episode po, pag-uusapan po natin o ang kakausapin po natin is ang mga tourism stakeholders po ng Region 6, kung saan ito po ang isa sa pinakamalaking tourist spots o nagdodraw ng mga tourists, local man or foreign, sa Pilipinas. Kung gaano na po sila naapektuhan at ano po ang kanilang hinaing at request sa ating gobyerno, gayon din sa ating mga private sector, mga travel agencies na nagpapadala ng mga turista sa kanilang lugar. Maraming salamat po sa lahat. And once again, dito po. Hi, ma'am. Ito na po, tapos na tayo. Sige po. Siguro briefing lang po tayo. Nawala po si Miss Flo.